when I speak, knowledge comes out. So you gonna listen.
Okay. Let me listen for a second. Let me hear 3 words of knowledge. Can you even spell knowledge? Spell it.
K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E.
Is this nigga serious?
Put it back in school.
This guy would be the first person in history to lose a spelling bee to Beetlejuice. I don't know how you would expect any words of wisdom from a man that looks like a bathroom wall of a Shell gas station. Alright, welcome back, ladies and ladies with dicks. It's been quite some time since I covered another toddler crawling around on TikTok. 6 months to be exact. It's almost like this is becoming a seasonal holiday. Throw a patty on that grill and your grandmother off her wheelchair because it's time to celebrate. The alleged creep we're having a look at today is the rising TikTok star known as Dkane. From what I've seen, he got his big break from posting himself thirst trapping on TikTok. And I've said this before, but thirst trapping has got to be the least surprising genre to sniff out a predator on. Don't get me wrong, I understand some days you might be looking in that mirror and feeling cute, maybe even pull out the camera to take a new flick for the gram. Matter of fact, by the time you're watching this, I probably just posted one on mine. The promotion is staying in motion. Get your ass over there and drop a follow. Anyways, thirst trapping to me has always felt like watching somebody take their baby steps into becoming a minor refiner. It's always been a little odd that 20-plus-year-old men would wiggle their hips and lick their lips while being shirtless and post it on an app that is primarily occupied by children. I'm not trying to go on some tinfoil condom conspiracy, but I've seen a pattern in these people that post this freaky shit always get exposed for being a freak of nature that should be castrated with an ice cream scooper. There's too many cases that count of these wannabe TikTok sex symbols talking all sorts of wild to their child audience, and Dkane here is no exception. His story is sort of a mystery though. Apparently we got a predatory Benjamin Buttons on our hands because from every video I've seen on him, he just keeps getting younger. I've heard his age is 23, 22, all the way down to 20. He's damn near bending the laws of the multiverse to still break the law. Whenever I went to search his page on famous birthdays, his age does come up as 20, but his ex-girlfriends and friends that had close contact to him all said he was the age of 23.
There's actually screenshots that I have when I was with him. I was laying next to him, and girls were arguing with me, and a freshman girl, that's a freshman,
Yeah.
that literally just became a freshman, and his 23-year-old ass was asking her for feet pictures.
What the fuck?
Either way, you'll soon find out that it doesn't matter. The girls Dkane is being accused of talking to are still way too young regardless, with some even going as low as being freshmen in high school. While his career of standing there trying to lip sync a song he doesn't know a single word to was beginning to prosper, it would be taken to all new heights when he started to join the famous TikTok comedian Lalo's livestream. The two would start to share a close bond over time, having Dkane start to appear more and more on Lalo's streams until the point where he became a guest favorite. Now you might be wondering why this guy that looks like a Mexican Muppet quickly became such a crowd favorite in the first place. What extraordinary talent would Dkane have to offer when it comes to the world of entertainment? Well, his special gift was being special mentally. Every live stream he would let himself get roasted. Oftentimes he was being used as the butt of every joke, and every time that he started turning into the live stream's laughingstock, he would stare into the camera like a baby seal that just watched his mother get eaten by a whale.
That pink phone is crazy.
I like to feel cute sometimes, little bro. What you gonna do about me feeling pretty?
Are you serious, my brother?
And then bro said pretty. He could have said handsome or something. Oh, bro.
I like to feel cute sometimes. I'm feeling sparkly tonight. How are you feeling tonight?
Sparkly.
Yo, glittery, glitter. What you know about that glitter?
Like at what time do you go see Christian? Like,
Did you finish school?
am I finished school?
Did you finish school?
Do I want to school?
Did you finish school?
Hold on. Did I finish school?
Doing this, however, caused Dkane's fanbase to grow even stronger than it ever was before. Even though he was a complete idiot that probably uses Febreze as his daily cologne, he became a lovable personality many people gravitated toward. Sadly, his dumb antics that could be seen as generally innocent turned dark really fast when Dkane revealed to everybody his special 13 tattoo he has on the center of his forehead. By the title of this video, you would probably assume he got his dating preference tatted for everybody to see. Unfortunately, what he did isn't some intricate level of foreshadowing. The reason he got that number plastered over his face was because he claims to be a part of the notorious MS-13 and that he was raised in El Salvador. Now, for anybody that doesn't know who MS is, they were one of the most powerful that ruled in El Salvador, where the only initiation to get into the gang was to murk somebody. These people thrived off of violence, terrorizing the streets, controlling a large drug trade. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about a little Latin lettuce, but these people would cut already dangerous drugs and lace them with a buckload of fent and push them out to US citizens, along with assaulting women just for funsies. I mean, the list could go on, so they're not exactly some superstar heroes you should look up to and idolize, let alone pretend to be a part of it, because there's basically no good endings for them. The one thing MS hates more than anything is people who mock them or when somebody tries to impersonate themselves as being a member, especially when the supposed banger is a zest fest that does TikTok dances. And Lalo tried to give Dkane a man-to-man talk about how dangerous it is to casually fake claim a gang like this, when he's a soft-spoken little pumpkin pie that would never hurt a fly. As a result from Lalo's lecture, Dkane would just laugh at him the whole time, not taking the warning seriously.
One in that three, you know what, bro? Dkane, I promise you, Dkane, I'm not saying this in a bad way. You are not a member. Bro, honestly, all of that, they do not know who you are. So the moment you come impersonating something that you ain't, it's over for you, bro. I'm trying to put you on the right path, bro. I'm not hating on you. No, I'm not cloud chasing none of that, because I'm the biggest. You know what it is, bro. But, like, bro, I'm telling you this for real, bro. Like, bro, you know that tattoos are always going to raise a lot of... Bro, that's the first thing that's going to raise questions about you. I'm going to suggest one good thing to you, not in a bad way. But we already seen how you got pressed, right? You're not from the set, even though you're from El Salvador, doesn't mean you're from the lands from out there. If I were you, I'd really go get that 13 removed. If you ever go to jail, bro, they're gonna put you in gang unit. The moment you go to, right?
You're a fucking idiot.
Him being excited or wishing to go into gang unit is like watching SpongeBob try to walk into the salty spittoon. This guy would be the prison's first draft pick for top wide receiver the moment he arrives there. And I'm saying that would be the lucky outcome, because if Dkane ever did go back to his so-called home in El Salvador, he would be arrested on the spot due to the gang's policy of catching one body to even be allowed in and be seen as a killer. So his ass would be scooped off the street and sent to where the real members are being held, which would go about as good as you would expect. If you're confused on how the most powerful gangs suddenly all got mass arrested, well, the new president of El Salvador is a total badass that took control and started mass arresting anybody that had a tattoo that tied back to a gang. If they were caught and did have gang tattoos, they would immediately be held at a maximum security and automatically get charged with a life sentence. Doing this turned the country from one of the most dangerous to safest countries in Central America. So there's literally no happy endings for him, no matter what lens you try to look at it from. It's either he becomes somebody's booty buddy, or the real members would do their own version of Funky Town on him in prison. There's also more evidence of Dkane lying about his heritage with the conversation he had with his grandma, where the two can be seen together speaking perfect English, not messing up a syllable or even rolling an R to each other on the phone call. Usually if you migrated from a country like El Salvador that's so rooted in speaking Spanish, your grandmother out of all people would almost have a stroke trying to speak English fluently. From my understanding, his whereabouts are just completely unknown. There's about as much proof as this guy being born in Central America as there is to him being conceived in a Burger King parking lot in the middle of Idaho. Like, there's no telling where this man spawned in. I mean, judging by the clips we've already seen or ones you're about to see of himself being a pathological liar, I think it's safe to say this guy is probably not even within a 500-mile radius of where he says he's from.
Oh, you were sleeping?
What happened?
Oh no, I'm just on live. I just wanted to see what you was doing.
Oh, you
But-
at the house?
Yeah, but I'll let you go back to sleep. But all right, I love you.
Okay, love you too. Like,
This would even be brought up by Lalo questioning why Dkane couldn't even say one sentence in Spanish. I mean, if you're gonna go as far as repping MS-13 as a 5'1" horizontally challenged dwarf, I feel like the least you could do is actually fucking speak to them.
Hey, so you don't speak Spanish?
Poquito.
Cerote.
Hola.
Yeah, marrana.
Oh, don't even say it, A-Rad. Don't even finish that sentence.
Oh,
A rapper that goes by the name of Lefty Gunplay caught light of Dkane's name along with the controversies he's been surrounded in and decided to hop on a live stream with them. In this, Lefty would interrogate Dkane once again about where he's from and how exactly he got that 13 tattooed on him. Since MS isn't the only Latin gang that reps 13, there's multiple that do, and Lefty was trying to rule out which one he was in, probably hoping it wouldn't be MS, but that's when Dkane confirmed all of their suspicions to be true by saying he simply lives that 1-3 lifestyle in about the most feminine way possible.
Were you a 13? You sureño?
You know what I'm saying? 1-3.
Are you sureño or not?
Is that 1-3 life?
Where you from?
Why you asking where I'm from?
Hey, where you from? What gang? Where at? What city?
I'm from Salvador.
You're from El Salvador?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. What gang are you from?
We're not doing this on TikTok.
Yo, I'm from King Salvador 13. Bowen Park. Where are you from?
I'm a good boy.
You're gay.
I'm surprised he didn't flip his hair and dazzle his nails for the camera while saying that, because it looks like these guys are having Dkane breaking out into a blush. I mean, he can't stop himself from giggling uncontrollably over a simple question, just straight up acting like a groupie. Now that we know this man is a self-proclaimed fearless criminal, it would come to no surprise that he started spinning blocks and clutching Glocks. He instantly started running down his ops and even went so far to face legal time over stabbing one of them. However, the thing I do find surprising is the fact that his apparent ops are his own fucking grandparents. You heard that right. Meemaw got her shit shanked over some dirty dishes. I wasn't being literal there. The exact reasoning on why he did it is practically a mystery because he has this obsessive pattern with blurring out all of his paperwork. So for all we know, this guy could have done battery assault with a purple dildo or have intercourse with the horse and we'll never have a clue. How all of this would be brought to light would be by Dkane's baby mama, who got on an interview with another TikTok creator named Poncho, who revealed all of the dark secrets Dkane was desperately trying to hide from the public.
He beats not only on females, he beats on his grandparents actually too. His grandma.
The abuelitos?
Yeah, those charges, he says, oh, look at my charges. 2 of those charges are from his grandma and his grandpa for stabbing them. Okay?
I don't know how you can wake up in the morning and call yourself a gangster when you crane kicked your wheelchair-bound grandfather the night before. Like, I believe this is a line even the cartels wouldn't cross. I feel like immediate family is one of the only respectable things they do value. So again, if real members found out you break that code, you can probably bet your red rosy ass they would be pulling them apart like some Hawaiian rolls if they ever got a hold of them. It's remarkable. This guy is so heavily set on going to jail but can't seem to grasp the reality of how many people will grasp his ass cheeks apart once he gets there. Sadly, Dkane allegedly poking out his grandparents is the least of his offenses because his ex-girlfriend would also elaborate the times he would try to put his hands on her as well. Apparently, stepping into the home of Dkane is like entering a Roman Colosseum because he would just try to challenge anybody that enters his front door.
He was abusive to you, allegedly, on this count?
Yes. It got bad. It got bad, but it wasn't like, oh, I was letting him beat me. I was also, you know, being defensive.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna let no man beat me.
Yeah.
But yes, it got to the point where we got in this one big argument and he got mad. He actually broke my pink phone. The pink phone that his whole audio thingy, he broke that. 2, cause he got caught cheating. And then 2, we got in this big argument. I literally pushed him not too hard. Like, bro, you're a midget. You can go flying. But I didn't push him that hard.
Yeah.
Turn around. I'm standing up by the couch and he turns around, he looks at me. And he literally slaps me so hard, he starts laughing. And
Dang. Like we're talking about.
Yes, like one of those competitive slaps.
Okay.
And he laughs and he's like, ah, ha, ha, like you're funny, like I could do it again, I can do it again, I wish I did it even harder. So from there he was like, don't make me slap you. Like anytime we got into an altercation, he'll be like, don't make me slap you how I did last time. So that's why he has those bruises on his, I don't know if he showed you on the live because I know I saw that he showed it on the live. But he has bruises on his chest from me, from him choking. Y'all, he's put me in a headlock 3 or 4 times to the point I couldn't breathe. I told him to let go. And he was like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? I was like, I'm done. Because he didn't want me to get his phone.
It seems every date night turned into a Monday night smackdown. I'm almost shocked she didn't mention Dkane trying to leave Hurricane this bitch off the dresser. Arguments and disputes are bound to happen in every relationship, but ladies, if your significant other ever runs at you full force and throws you into a damn Brock lock, then I think that's when whatever ship y'all had needs to start sailing. Especially when he starts to remind you of the times he got violent to one-up you in arguments. That just sounds like straight up textbook manipulation everybody should run from. However, from here on out is where everything starts to take a creepy turn, because the reason why his baby mama broke up with him wasn't over the brutal beatings Dkane gave her. It was actually over the fact that he was allegedly asking a 14-year-old for feet pics.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
That's right, this man is not only an established minor refiner, but also a professional foot fondler as well.
Also, Mike, so you were saying that so basically he cheated on you with other quinceañeras?
Yeah.
Other younger girls?
Mhm.
Younger than you, basically, allegedly?
Like a year or two. There's actually screenshots that I have when I was with him. I was laying next to him, and girls were arguing with me. And a freshman girl, that's a freshman,
Yeah.
that literally just became a freshman, and his 23-year-old ass was asking her for feet pictures. Yeah.
Probably wondering why the interviewer was shocked that the girls that he was talking to were younger than his ex. Well, the bombshell I haven't told is that Dkane's ex was also 16 during the time they dated, and allegedly he got her pregnant when he was still in his early 20s.
So let me say this, because some girls sometimes like to lie. So was Mr. Confuzzled about your age?
No, that was never, people keep saying that. No, literally, I literally asked him how old he was, and he was like, go look at my famous birthday. So I did, and then it said 20. I was like, you're 20. Oh, I was like, oh, I'm 16. He was like, okay, that doesn't matter. As long as we don't tell anybody, you're gonna be an adult anyway.
What? Usually in these sickening stories, the offenders have a totally normal relationship and do this sick shit on the side. But nah, this man was cheating on a minor with more minors. You're making a garbage decision and taking it to the landfill at that point. I want to make it fully clear, this woman could be very well lying or massively bending the truth of what actually went down, so it's important to take everything said with a grain of salt. But Dkane does absolutely zero favors when the time comes down to defend himself, making it impossible to take his side. It's like he sees everything as a giant joke, a cartoon that always returns back to normal the next day. Every time he gets informed of a serious allegation against him, he just takes it in like it's a job promotional. I'm surprised he doesn't pull out the party spinners and start to celebrate. Lala would eventually find out about the disheartening news of Dkane being a diaper sniper and decide to host a live stream to confront him about the allegations and end their friendship officially. So let's see what Dkane has to say for himself.
You're weird, Dkane, bro. I thought you were different, bro. I thought you was a real member on the guys.
I don't take him serious.
Like, you don't even be banging for the set, bro. Like you into these young girls. Bro. Hey, Dkane. Word already went around town. Bro, you're done with. After today, everybody's gonna start unfollowing you. You're with 16-year-olds. You're a Diddy. His ex was 16 as well. And Dkane's 23.
I don't understand how you could defend this guy. He just doesn't deny a singular thing that's being said towards him. He tries to always act as nonchalant as possible. He just wants to look like a chill guy that's always being bothered. Like, bro, you just got accused of grooming young girls and all you gave for a response was to play with your hair and mew at the camera. I don't get why he's just not putting any sort of fight towards these life-ruining allegations. And the small little things he does push back on just make himself look even worse. He's always in his own little world playing his own game. Let's pretend this argument is a chess battle. Dkane is out there in the clouds of Narnia playing fucking Connect 4. Like, any counter this man gives just makes him look like more of an idiot. For instance, just now he got accused of getting a minor pregnant. Instead of outright denying the fact he ever touched this woman with a 10-foot pole, he just casually turned down the pregnant part, not denying the fact he was still 2 inches in her. Dkane has almost become this riddler diddler that leaves little clues for us to figure out if he's a predator or not. His career would continue to spiral downhill when he accepted to be interviewed with the creator we talked about previously, Poncho. The two would practically get straight to the point, with Poncho already interviewing his ex-girlfriend that aired out all of his dirty laundry. He would waste no time going right for the jugular with some heavy-hitting questions Dkane couldn't run away from. So without any more blabbering, let's slowly watch this gentleman's soul jump out of his asshole.
I'm your big brother? Let's get that straight.
You're definitely not. Take off your hat. Let me see if you big brother.
Come on now.
Oh, no.
Hey, let me see your forehead. I know you ain't. Let me see your forehead.
My forehead's right here.
This guy were to lift the hair off his forehead, it would probably have the same effect as King Neptune raising his crown. Actually, this is the one time I can't talk. Y'all know I could crack a coconut in half with my shit. If I was ever in a war, I would probably make a sniper ejaculate. Anyways, I'm going completely off course. If we get this video to 10,000 likes, I'll try to arrange a forehead battle where me and Dkane duke it out like mountain goats.
How long did you date your ex, by chance?
Yeah, so it was like a few weeks.
They dated for a few weeks and was already getting active in the sheets trying to have a baby. I think Romeo would have at least used a condom for the first month. Like, even if the age gap was normal, that is just a wild way to love for me.
I stopped going live because she ended up telling me, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she lied about what her real, you know, was.
Her age.
Some good news ended up happening. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I got some good news.
We do not care.
No, let's clear that up. You asked the girl for some pata pics, and she was 61 backwards. She sent me the video where she clicked on your Instagram and matched up to you, Labra. So that's one girl. Aside from that, another girl sent me a message that you guys had text messaging, right? And you told her you were 71 backwards. She clicked on your number. I do have your number, let's not say. And it matches to your number. So that's another girl.
You heard that right. Not only did Dkane sit there and try to lie about saying he never talked to minors, apparently he lied about being one himself to a freshman girl saying that he was 17, when in reality he was at least 20, which Pancho went into further clarification on in another video he did while researching Dkane prior to this interview.
The girl who sent me the screenshot is 61 backwards.
So this is where Dkane reaches out to the girl. The white toe is doing it for me. Vids of him need the vids right now. And then the girl said, just to prove that his baby mama wasn't lying. He was desperate for those damn pata pics. Sheesh Louise. And then right here, she sent the screen recording so you guys know it's legit. Clicks on the profile. There you go. And then I asked if there was more. She said, I don't. This guy just reacted to my story out of nowhere. I didn't even know who he was at the time. I'm 61 backwards, by the way. He likes brr. So here's another message of Dkane lying about his age. The girl told him that she's a quinceañera. And then he said, oh, all right, I'm a 71 backwards. And then she says, oh, I thought you were like 19 or something, but what you doing today? So the girl who sent me those screenshots was allegedly his ex, but I can agree Dkane is a brr because I'm a freshman. Dkane told me he was 71 backwards and was fine to be with me, but we never became public about our relationship online because he didn't want to. I also have messages to prove that we were together in the past.
I mean, somebody has got to put an end to this Seema demon. It baffles me how he has millions of followers across all of his platforms, yet does this shit so openly. He literally messages these girls on his main Instagram account, not even trying to take any precautions to keep his identity hidden. He just couldn't give one luck of a that he was caught. He just sees all this as free promotion. Just a friendly reminder, this was all when he was still in a relationship with another minor. So I mean, this guy was almost just trying to speedrun his way onto the registry list that he's still somehow not a part of. With the screen recording having the messages be linked directly to his account, there's no way Dkane could sit there and claim that it wasn't him. Thankfully though, he just decided to give the old boys in blue a field day back at the station with his investigation because he admitted to messaging the girls himself. But in a last-ditch effort to make himself look better, he tried using the age-old excuse of not knowing the ages of the girls he was talking to. Pancho dismantled that argument the moment Dkane verbally queefed it out of his mouth by bringing up the fact that this girl's Instagram posts would always include her being in high school, making it impossible for Dkane not to know.
I'm gonna keep it cute and simple, right? Because based off your answers, right, I have a few screenshots. I was just kind of waiting to see what you wanted to say, right? But I kind of know the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? I don't get 5 different girls clicking on your profile, your Instagram profile, where you DM them and they're under the age, right? You calling this girl right here a wifey, right? She's 51 backwards. Oh, hold on. We'll go to Exhibit C.
Wait, go back to it. Go back to it. Go back to it.
Right here.
Go back to it.
Exhibit C.
Go back to it.
The white toe's doing it for me.
Yeah, where does she say her age in that? Where does she say her age?
61 backwards.
Where does she say her age? Where does she say her age?
Why are you asking a girl for
where does she say her age?
Listen, little bro. I'm answering.
And go back to the other screenshot too. Go back to the other one. Go back to the other one.
Why are you asking this girl for
Go back to the other one.
You don't even know her age.
Go back to the other one.
Hold on, Exhibit D.
Go back to the other one.
That's your contact? You lied to a girl saying you're 71 backwards, little bro. They're posting their high school locker room and their Instagram stories, and you don't figure out that they're young age.
Nobody goes through their highlights. I went through one highlight and just went like that and sent a DM.
I don't know why he was so obsessed to go back to the first girl screenshots when he just admitted to talking to a high schooler. This man probably clicked through every highlighted story, gooned to every post for 2 hours, then has the audacity to say that he never had any idea that she was in school. Many of you probably didn't pick up on the fact that one of his new girlfriends was accompanying him and lurking around the background during that interview. Well, the relationship they they had also turned sour after he was unsurprisingly caught cheating, and as a result she ended up not very long after hopping on another interview Poncho hosted. I swear that man is Dkane's Chris Hansen, but she would empty more skeletons out of his closet by revealing that she has kidnapping charges against him for being forced to stay in his house after a physical altercation the two had over a gift that Dkane gave her. In short, he wanted it back, and apparently his batshit crazy grandparents that he shanked for no reason sided with him, forcing her to stay at the house until she coughed the gift up, which is just clinically insane. The point of a gift is for the other person to keep it and have the expectation of never getting it back. So the fact that Dkane recorded the video I'm about to show you thinking he was in the right is just a level of delusion that only a psychopath can make.
He was like, so after I told him I want to be done, he was like, okay, give me my stuff back, but give me back. And I was like, okay, like I was like, no. So he was like, okay, so he took my phone. So then I'm like, oh, all right. So then I grabbed the purse and I put it around me and I put my keys in there, and I was like, all right, as long as I have my keys, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I go to the closet and just start kind of packing my stuff. And then he comes behind me and then just like grabs me a little bit or whatever. And then I'm just trying to get out. And then I call for the grandparents' help, and they come, but they're like telling him like to chill out. But then he tells them why he's not trying to let me leave. And they're like, we'll give him the stuff back and then we'll let you leave. So I got mad and I'm like, what? Like,
wait, but it was a gift though, right? For you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was all done in front of my whole family. I have a video. He went with my mom to go buy the ring. My mom even helped him, like, I think with a little bit of the money.
Somebody call the cops!
Hey, all right.
Dude, bro.
And that went on for like 30 minutes to an hour until my mom finally got there and the cops got there.
So the gift in question was apparently a ring, but as you all heard, Dkane and many other people that were a part of her family were under the impression that it was something for her to keep. Even her own mother who went with them to get the ring. It just sounds like he's butthurt to all hell, like he's the one that didn't cheat on her with other young girls. This guy is a social parasite that's only been growing since these accusations. His current whereabouts are pretty up to date. He's been regularly posting on TikTok, garnishing millions of views on each video that he releases. The thing I really find hard to stomach is the overwhelming support he gets in all of his comments. Apparently all the girls that simp for him either don't realize or simply don't care that they could be potential victims. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. TikTok is the same platform where people make fetish edits out of actual serial killers. Overall though, it seems like we won't be able to get the happy ending we're looking for, as his career doesn't seem like it's going to be going anywhere. Hopefully that gets changed soon. But at the bare minimum, the more people that are aware of this guy's abominable past, the better. But I think that's going to wrap the video up here. I'm really happy if you guys tune into this video. I know I've been on quite of a hiatus the past few months. Just know I'm changing that all around. Grab your scuba gear and fucking mittens, because Briz season's back in full effect. I'm planning on dropping 50 uploads this year, and you're just now only watching the first. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like before your dad slaps you. Subscribe if you hit my vibe, and as always, make sure to follow all my socials. The links will be down below in the description. I love you all so much, and we'll see you when the next vid drops. But I'm gonna head out this bitch.